so we just put our first visual. By having just one picture, my audience's attention is just going to look at this. Now, the problem a lot of people make is they try to put too many things on the slide. So if we had multiple things, so there was multiple pictures I could talk about. I'll copy this picture. Oh, two finger click to copy image. Find another one. That. Okay. So let's do the slideshow. Okay, by having 3 different things on here, I know my audience is going to spend about 5 to 10 seconds per picture. So they're going to look at this one, analyze it, and then move to this one, and then move to this one. And so that could be your audience could lose focus on what you're saying because they're looking and focusing on the pictures for like 30 seconds. And that's a lot of content for them to not pay attention to. So a good rule to follow is 2 pictures maximum per slide, but you want to make sure that you really can just discuss the picture. This is what it is. We can see his eyes like that. And then I literally click away and it goes to the blank slide. So I'm just going to delete those. So this would be for my first point. And then I go to my blank slide until I'm in my second point and I reference specifically the picture. And then I would go to my next one. And then I'd go back to a blank and so forth. You're only going to have 3 slides with stuff on them. One for your first point, one for your second, and one for your third. So I want to show you a good example of a visual aid from somebody from my first trimester. So we have blank slide for your intro. And then we go to this for the first point. Now this is a little grainy. So I would suggest trying to find a higher quality picture. However, it works because it shows us what we need. She's talking about Denim Day and how it was this movement surrounding assault. So she had this for her first point, blank slide until second point when she directly talks about this image, writing on their arms. As soon as she's done talking about that, goes to a blank. In her third point, as soon as she's ready, she goes to this picture. She actually had 2 slides for her third. I want you to look at this chart. You can see how it's very simple. Most charts you find online are pretty complex. There's a lot of words around them. So either she took this picture and she edited it to take away all the extra words, or she made this herself. And there's a lot of websites where you can make graphs, put in your own numbers and make them. So she just has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 little number sets. So she could point at different parts on the graph and talk about what they mean. Because the graph by itself doesn't just stand alone. She's going to add to it, which is then going to make the speech better. It's really good visual representation of what she's doing and talking about as well. And then you go to a blank slide and that's it. So you're going to have 3 slides and try to find information to make your speech better with those. Things to remember: no more than 10 words per slide. If possible, none. No more than 2 images per slide. You want to make sure your pictures are high quality, they're not grainy. And lastly, you want to make sure that everyone in the class can see your images. If they're too small, people in the back of the room and me may not be able to see them fully, so you want to make sure they're large enough. So that helps by only having 1 to 2 pictures per slide. So now you can go and make yours and let me know if you have any questions.